Greetings and salutations. I hope everyone's having themselves a mighty fine day. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell down to the Ghost of 13-month series. This can get you and you can stay notified. We're doing this offline this week. I'm going to premiere. This will be a premiere. So, you can still comment in the chat and stuff, but I won't be doing this live. But I actually really did. I like the chapter this week. It was short again, wasn't too long, and it was decently focused. We learned a lot, though there wasn't too much for me to particularly sink my teeth into, but there's a couple of things I do want to say and mention that I thought was important. And the first thing I think I'm going to start off with is the stuff that I think is the least interesting, and that's kind of just like Kirin and Lobadan. Like, I'm happy that they're going to start fighting now. Lobadan pulled up on him immediately, and he's like, I'm tired of repeating myself, bro. Like, I'm not going to say this again. The people that I came with, everyone on that ship wants to replace one of the family leaders, and I'm like, so that's interesting. Because to me, the concept of people who want to lead one of the 10 great families, those characters are actually not large in terms of like Bam. That's not Bam's goal. That's not even Mazino's goal. It's not Enryu's goal. Like, you think of the strongest people in the tower, it's not their goal. Gustang is really trying to get himself and everyone out the pain. And then I'm thinking of like, okay, we have Aguero, Khun, right? Aguero. We don't know if this is a goal that seems feasible or possible anymore because he just seems to be not focused on the task and he doesn't seem to really have the stuff. But again, I do think that him having a couple of Shinsu qualities could be what, makes him comparable, because we know by the hidden floor, Kunadwan did have 3 Shinsu qualities already. I believe it was 3, maybe it was more, but I think it was 3. What's the other thing I wanted to say about that? Crap, it's not even coming to me. Oh, yeah, right. So there's that portion of it. Then you had like Yewa after her conversation with Hua Ryun in the second season, after the flower of Zangnia or Zagania, whatever it was called, when we first met Mazino, then she wanted to become the leader of, her family. So there's characters out there like that, but if you really think about it, it's not a driving motivation for you. You think a lot of people would try to like overthrow their family head or think there's a way to do what they want to. Maybe a lot of them understand being in a 10 great family, this isn't a thing that's feasible or possible, or at the very least, there's just too many hurdles and obstacles and trials and tribulations to overcome in order to achieve such a goal and such an outcome. But I like that now there's a couple more people who are on that war path, like, we're here for a fact, but there has to be some demons on that ship, and I feel like they have to be special, different on that like Bayek Ryun level, your loose legs of the world, if you will. PGR, Malik 1, whatever the hell Jihad's leader of the 3 lords are, like characters of that ilk, and like the boss slash captain. I think they gotta be like that. Like, if this is just like, oh, I'm strong, high ranker, I'm like, you don't got the stuff, brother. Like, just cut it out already. It would be interesting too if there was because if there's a bunch of people on that want to replace the family heads, my assumption is there's probably at minimum 3 women, because we have Eurasia, we have Ha Urine, who am I forgetting? Forgetting one more family leader right now. That's a girl. The fire one, the Yeon family one, Yeon Hannah. There we go, Yeon Hannah. Sorry guys, this is not my week, my day. I'm very tired and I'm really not all there. This is why I can't really. So I'm doing this off stream, but so I hope that's okay. I apologize. I'll be back next week. But yeah, she's so at least 3 women should be on that ship. What I think would be interesting if one of them was a princess of Zard. I think that'd be pretty cool. What if a Zahard princess is on there wanting to become like, maybe it's like a Lopobia, not Lopobia, we'll say Zahard something. Well, that's eerie. That's not possible. But anyways, that'd be cool. But cool motivation there. So we'll move on from that. The thing that kind of intrigued me the most about this chapter, it hurt me because, well, I loved seeing Tiara. That moved me. It hurt me because now I know she's a scripture, and I actually think everyone in that family is probably a scripture. I don't think it's possibly not literally everyone, because maybe, I don't know. It sounds like the only actual kid he sired was N with Blossom and no one else. And I don't think Blossom could have had any kids because she's been sealed, plus she's a princess of Zahard. So does that mean he actually has no children? And every single person we see with the Po Bidau moniker, or last name, sorry, is just a piece of text or scripture. I don't know what you guys are thinking. That's kind of the inclination and idea that I'm getting, but I don't think I like that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm going to be very clear. From a story writing standpoint and content standpoint, I'm not calling this bad. I just don't know if I like that personally. But that could be me projecting my expectations onto the story from the standpoint of I was under the impression that possibly he had more direct descendants because he went through like his fuckboy phase. Because I remember a blog post talking about something like that. I can't remember it verbatim. I'm not even going to try because I'm just going to stutter and it's not going to be coherent. But I thought maybe perhaps after his breakup or divorce or whatever you want to call it with his baby mama, he had that phase that a lot of us go through where, I'll speak for myself. Maybe some of y'all are better than me where it's like you love somebody, you're not with them, you want to be with them, so you act out. And how do you act out? You sleep with a bunch of other people trying to fill that void that was fulfilled by one person with multiple people, and maybe he had a few kids that way. That was, he couldn't have done it. That was my guess, but it seems like the reason that Tiara was just not believing anything Belleria was saying, and by the way, he obviously stinks, and the reason I'll tell you why he stinks. My whole thing with him was I don't know if he's a fighter. That was made apparent. He's not. He cannot fight. Tiara blew off that nigga's arms. Frame one. That shit was so crazy. I love her, man. She's a real stepper. And she's doing this with just the leg and her like little bang thingies. But with the pen back, come on, Bam. Give her the pen back, you stupid bum. You fucking imbecile. Like, give her the pen back. You don't deserve it. But anyways. Yeah. She's like, I don't believe you. He never had a kid since N. As a scripture, we're all follow the scriptures, blah, blah, blah. Who are you? You don't even look like our noble leader. And I'm like, I think with that, if she is a reliable narrator, he probably doesn't. He has one child, and that's it. Enlist. I don't know how I feel about that. That was a hard pill for me to swallow. But after that, Guroro Enkidu pulls up, and then she like blows his neck off, but he's like jelly and reforms himself, and then turns into like a lizard head and tries to like bite her, and then says her skin is very tough. So I don't think it's over. And then Bellaria's on the ground trying to like talk her out of not dying. By the way, he went in there to save Rachel. Oh, I wasn't done my point. My point on why he's stupid. That's why he's a waste suit. My bad. I thought he was like, he had cerebral horsepower and he was like the mastermind and orchestrator of all these things. So I thought at the very least he was intelligent. I've always said that if Aguero doesn't end up being super powerful as like the lighthouse bearer and things of that nature, I just want him to be smart, do smart things, and do things like he did with like the Windbird Core, using the little teleportation bullet from Lafave to like destroy the Windbird and everything like that. That's enough for me. Same thing with a character like Shibisu. Just be smart and I'm good. That's all I really require from you. This guy has an entire faction of people he claims their goals are aligned, but he has no idea who they are, where they come from, and what they do or say. So you have a bunch of random ragtag of like mercenaries, if you will, throwing a monkey wrench into this war. What makes you think they're not just going to overthrow you? Like, he didn't even think this through. To me now, he's just kind of a waste you. Maybe something later on will rectify that, and I'll have a different opinion on it. But as I am presently with this chapter, 614, waste man. Like, bro, I'll never do that. Like, all right, who are you? Well, you want to win a European Cup. I want to win a European Cup. We're aligned. All right. Like, no. I need more information. Who are you? Who's on that ship? What can you do? What's your power level? What is your history? Like I need all that information before I align myself with somebody like that. It just seemed like he didn't do his due diligence. So and even Tiara pointed out some of his ineptness, where I'm like, yeah, talk to that nigga because he's a bozo for real and stepped on them and everything. Like, it's not looking good. But it looks like they're going crazy. I really want to see who's on that ship and what type of people, demonic characters, monsters are there. And we'll have to see how this Enkidu Gururo stuff plays out, because I don't know what it is that he wants or what he's looking for right now, Enkidu. And I wonder part of me wonders if Gustang knows that Enkidu was alive and he didn't actually kill him. But that all remains to be seen. But yeah, I want you guys to definitely give me your thoughts and as detailed as you can about what you think about what's going on with that situation over there. And essentially, that's kind of it. That's the whole chapter. So it starts off essentially with, the captain. He's standing there. Boom, boom, explosions. They're going crazy. Yama, it's like, oh my, what is that? The Lobadan confronts Kirin. He's like, I don't want to repeat myself. We're here to replace the Tangri families, become new ones. We'll be called revolutionaries. We switched to Belleria being like, okay, they got a handle. They really fighting. I got to go find Rachel. He walked into the sprout. Then Tiara sees him. Frame one. Bap, bap. Both arms gone. He's on the ground. Like just dying. And then they have the conversation about, and who are you? Oh yeah, she basically was like, your authority doesn't go past the mothership. We're not in the mothership, so I don't have to actually listen to you. What the hell are you up to? So that's kind of why she was interrogating him in the way that she was. And I wonder if he'll get his arms back. Will they heal or something? Like that's kind of crazy. Like he's just gonna be armless now. Like that's tough, buddy. That's rough. And then the chapter ends with Enkidu pulling up and then attacking Tiara. Tiara counterattacking with a kick and then blowing his neck off and then turning into jelly, using his adhesive Shinsu quality to stick her. Looks like jizz to me. And then bit her and said, her body or skin is very tough. I wonder if that's the indication in some way because she's a princess. I don't know, probably thinking too hard about the Jihad princess stuff. But that's really it. As far as my favorite panel in the chapter, well, actually, first of all, I'll rate it a 7.5 out of 10 this week. Again, I was not unhappy with it. It's probably one of the Tiara panels. There's one where she's looking down at him with her hands crossed, just like stepping on him, and I'm just like, "Mommy, step on me too, huh?" I'm hacked. I didn't say that wasn't me. As far as my favorite piece of dialogue was the part where we learned about it, the fact that Gustang has not sired any other children aside from N. I think that gives us a deeper insight and understanding of the inner workings of this family and how it's different from some other ones. But you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, because I said Gustang kind of runs his family like a company, like he's a CEO. If everybody is some facsimile of a personality or characteristic of his from scriptures and text, it would be like him talking to like the different sides of his self, right? No? Am I overthinking that? I don't know. Something I can't pop in my head, but that's it. So tell me what your favorite piece of dialogue was, your favorite panel, what you would rate the chapter, and hopefully my life isn't as screwed up and as hectic as it is next week, and I'm not this mentally and emotionally out of it and everything. I apologize. We're not here to hear that. I know I'm not here to complain or trauma dump, but it's just an explanation, not an excuse. I do apologize. I'm trying to be as consistent as I can be, but I don't got it this week, guys. I need a break. So be safe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to be out. Take care. Take care of one another and be safe. Patreon gang, appreciate you guys every month as per usual. You guys be paying my bills, helping me get through life every single day. Huge shout out to the CBLs. That's a certified BAM lovers. They be loving Bam LaBam James. But a huger shout out to the Priest of Fire. Those are the tier 2s, the certified brothers lovers, and they might be the real CBLs. And the biggest shout out to the 5th Zen God. Shout out to all of my tier 3s. Shout out to I'm in the Gym Abdel, Childish New Jabez, Fairs, Huey, Johnny Rogers, Number 1 Mod Catan, Lazy Dragon, Lucky Roo, Naz Riley, Revenant, Scobe, Simi, Tao, Tino Brown, Urek Masino, Wolf General, Zodiac Nemiko, and Zyler Scotty. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. I got to eat some sugar grass today. Oh yeah, we moving on up, baby.